The next step in using the database activity, once you have the database set up, which is what we did in the last video, you need to set up fields. So you need to set up categories that you want your students to work with. It can have multiple fields with multiple items, different types of activities that you want them to do. So that's the next step in our process. So remember I'm doing the one that is talking about putting accounts into categories, and so that's the next step I'm going to do. Is I'm going to come in and I am going to do a checkbox. I'm going to choose, we're creating a new field. I'm going to create a checkbox field, and it's going to come up and it's going to say what exactly do you want this to be, and I'm going to say type of account, and I'm going to say this is the type of account field. Okay, and my options are going to be assets, liabilities, or owner's equity. Oop. And I'm going to click on Add. Once you click on Add, it's going to add this as one of our fields inside of our database. So I'm going to add another field, and this time I'm going to make it a text file. And in this one, they're going to have to tell me which statement the type of account appears in. So I'm going to say which statement does this account, I don't know why I'm capitalizing, come back, which statement does this account appear? And the field description will be statement information. And here's where you could click and say allow auto link, which means that anytime this word would show up inside of the course, it would auto link it. It would give it a link back to this database that would give your students information. So I click on Add. And the next thing, let's go in and we're going to do a picture. And in this, they're going to have to put a picture in of the account. So picture of account. I want you to include a picture of the item. And we'll go ahead and make this 2 by 2 and 1 by 1, just to go ahead and put that in, and we're going to click on Add. So once we now have these different items created, and we could go ahead and keep adding more and more different types of fields to this account, but that gives you a feel for how these items work. And like I said, you can use a variety of different items as you're adding these to the database. So we're going to stop at this point so that you could create your database if you are working on one of these at this time. The next video we're going to go in and we're going to actually look at adding items to our database.